It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 53, go. 53. Go. Switch. Switch. 20. Hey, South. Ready to go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when their defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And he spins past him and into space. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. Runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, switch gears. Shift. 11. Check 4. Wait. What is that?
On third down, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. Like 20. Lock.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you. 21.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come get some. Come get some. He don't want it.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, watch
Hey, gun. 11.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
SOS. 21. Here we go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. I got this. 65.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Check. Fresno. Alert 3.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vic Beasley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! One, Omaha.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 52.
On third down, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes the 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. A loss of 2 there, second down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score.
Let's get it. That's it, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Switch.
On first down, Coleman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Here we go. 20. Come on.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Flag! Hey, exit.
58, Mike. Watch the slip.
I got you.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, express. He's coming. 21. 36. Hey, wait. Slam.
From the 36, Ryan. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check three. Shit.
Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Get ready.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, alert.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 22.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Right back to Coleman here on first down. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
13.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Wait. Let's go. Got it.
This time Ryan will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. From the shotgun, Ryan. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch out. Watch twist. 61, down. Check 31, check 31. Showing up, showing up. Let him go.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
51. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Hey, one set. Check, Mike, 50, 51, down. Ready to go.
Freeman again. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Got it. No. Got it.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it's Pierce, so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
Now Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I'm going back to you. Check. Hot.
Now it's Ryan. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 22 yards there, a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
54's Mike. Check.
Here's Ryan to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Hey, bye-bye. Check 99. 20.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And he makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
22.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard
54,
line.
south. Check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan, and down he goes. The 49ers get there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check 37. Under 10. 10. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Check, crunch. Base. Crunch.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check.
Check. Lucky.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check, check.
Check, check. 59, 59.
Go, go.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Check 59.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Hey, high 7.
53's the mark.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Mike, 53, Mike.
A toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? On 4th down, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. I got it. Check nickel. Check the backer.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the 49ers, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles Davis.